Ladies, do not use your perfume with your pearls.
Candy,
Hello.
very good to see you again.
Very good to see you again.
Always a pleasure to see you. You're going to teach us something we don't know. So
I'll try.
you. I know you can. Okay, so here's the big question. Teach us, Candy, how do we tell the difference between real pearls and fake pearls?
It's a big question.
It's a big one.
It takes a big answer.
Okay.
When my customers come to me and they ask me for a set of real pearls,
Yeah.
I ask them to explain what they mean by that.
Oh,
Because real pearls are naturally occurring pearls.
right.
Cultured pearls
Yes.
are farmed.
But they are pearls.
They are pearls,
Yeah.
but they're farmed. And the value between the two
Right.
is miles and miles apart.
Okay, okay.
So much so that we almost never see a really good set of natural pearls anymore. And
Right.
if you did, they would command hundreds of thousands of pounds.
Right. Oh, wow. Gosh.
What you will see, if you're looking for natural pearls, you may be lucky enough to find some tiny little pearls
Yeah.
that are strung from the Victorian era.
Okay.
Or
Do
maybe-
we do we have some there?
I
'Cause
don't have any tiny ones here.
What have you got
and
there?
I certainly don't have any natural ones.
Okay.
So I've got cultured pearls.
So explain what a cultured pearl is, because it is a pearl,
Yeah, absolutely.
but explain what the cultured bit is.
So the cultured bit is the farmed bit.
Okay.
So you place an irritant, if
Yeah.
you like, in
Yeah.
the host. And the host will be an oyster or
Yeah.
a mussel.
Yeah.
And you place an irritant, and that mussel works with that irritant and coats it with what
Yeah.
we call nacre.
Yeah.
Depending on how long you leave that mussel will depend on how many coats it gives it,
Gosh, that
how
builds it up over a
big
long
the
time.
bead, how big
Wow.
the bead gets,
Yes. Yes.
and then at what point you farm it.
Okay.
That then determines the cost.
Okay.
So in other words, if you put in a big nucleus,
Yeah.
like a mother of pearl bead,
So you start off with a big
a
lump.
big bead,
Well, that would make more commercial sense, wouldn't it?
absolutely,
Yeah.
but then you won't get a really good quality cultured pearl.
How very interesting.
If you're talking about 7-8 years of farming.
Is that how long it takes?
Oh
to-
yeah, absolutely. For a
Really?
really good quality, for a very
Right.
small nucleus to be built.
Okay.
So it's a really long-term process, and
Okay.
that's what commands the price.
Okay, so we know that pearls, cultured pearls, exist. They are real pearls, but they're kind of produced on a fast-forward basis.
Sure.
That the real, naturally found pearls are very rare.
Yeah.
So how do we tell then, if somebody is out and about buying antiques at an antique centre or a car boot, and they pick up what looks like that, a pearl necklace, what looks like a pearl necklace, how do they tell, Candy? Top tip, whether it's a fake pearl, because there are fake pearls, basically the horrible
Sure.
plastic things.
And
the
they
difference.
They are produced. They were certainly produced.
Yeah.
So in the days of the 20s and 30s, where
Yes.
it was all about pearls and twin sets,
Yes.
they were produced in their millions.
Millions.
And when you go to an antiques fair, you will often see somebody picking up a faux set of pearls.
So basically plastic. Yeah.
Well, not
Oh.
plastic, not
Yeah.
plastic, but produced. And they will do this. And you will see the dealers nibbling on these strings
Right.
to see whether they are faux
Listen,
pearls.
I've done it myself on BBC programmes,
cultured
giving
pearls.
top tips. How do you tell? Because it's the
Sure.
go-to thing.
Sure
but,
it
But
is.
explain how it works and what you're looking for. What sense are you looking for?
So, a faux pearl will have a slippery feel.
Oily.
Oily, slippery, soapy,
Yeah.
depending on what the covering is.
Right.
The cultured pearls, the nacre, the natural nacre, which is going to be on a cultured pearl,
Yeah.
will be gritty.
Yes.
And that's what they're looking for. They're
it's-
looking for that grittiness on
But
their
isn't it
teeth.
amazing that your teeth are so sensitive that they can pick up on that
Yeah,
grittiness?
absolutely.
It's remarkable. Okay, so there's the first top tip.
Yeah.
That to tell a plastic one, a fake one
Yeah.
from a real pearl, whether
Yeah.
it's cultured or natural, that's the starting block, isn't it?
Sure it is.
But what about if someone brought into you here at the antique centre where you trade,
Yeah.
you know, you've been here for years, someone brought into you a really beautiful, what looked like a natural pearl
Set,
necklace
yeah,
set. How do you tell the difference between something that's been cultured or naturally harvested?
So one of the first things that we look at as an early indicator is weight, because a natural pearl has the weight to it, because essentially you just have a solid mass that's been worked on and worked on and worked on with layer upon layer.
Oh, interesting.
Makes it very solid,
Yeah.
makes it more heavy in comparison.
Right.
That's one of the ways.
Okay.
Obviously then we have to pick up our loop, so
Yeah.
we will pick up a 10x lens, we will then look at it. Try and look down the drill hole. If you look down that drill hole, often you will get an indication of what's going on inside that bead.
Okay.
Ultimately, if it was an expensive set of natural pearls, then they have to go for X-ray. So
X-ray,
they will go
really?
up to yeah.
But it's worthwhile doing, isn't it? Because if someone came in with a really chunky
Yeah.
pearl set,
Absolutely.
what sort of value could we be looking at?
Oh, you are looking at hundreds of thousands on a good string of natural pearls.
Wow. Okay.
And let's not even talk about the clasps.
No.
That's just for those pearls.
Right. Okay. Well, I think you've given us some good advice. Starting block advice for those watching wherever they are in the
It
world.
is starting block, but can I give you another tip?
Go on.
Ladies, do not use your perfume with your pearls. If you're wearing a set of pearls, you have to place your perfume on your wrists. You mustn't place it behind your ears because pearls don't like perfume.
Why don't pearls like perfume?
Because it affects the luster.
Does it?
It affects the surface of that pearl.
Wonderful.
So ladies, leave the perfume alone when you're wearing your set of pearls.
Great advice. Vincent, leave the perfume alone when you're wearing your set of pearls.